Very, very important lab. Let me go through this lab. There is I want everyone to do this lab. Everyone. This 92. Yeah. I can say this in English. Start the lab. I can always demonstrate this one. Maybe I can share today's class about the lab part also, demonstration for you to practice a little. So here, yeah, the lab is getting ready. This one, this is on AWS platform, this lab. So I'll just explore about what we call as the objectives of this particular lab. You see this one, start the lab. It will take 2 to 3 minutes of time to get the lab resources ready. We are doing all the exercises in AWS now. This one, exploring the pre-created IAM users. We will go through the IAM users, inspecting the policies, following the real-time scenario, locating and using the IAM sign-in URL, experimenting with the effects of policies. This is all about the task which we are going to learn. So task by task is there. So once the task is ready, you see this one, this ready, you can click this AWS to start. Okay, click this AWS. So the task one is that explore the users and groups. Okay, explore the users and groups. So already it's created for you. We need not create. In my lab, I have demonstrated how to create users also. You can explore this one, user 1, user 2, user 3, and also you can see the permissions which are attached for user 1, and also the groups which are attached to user 1, security credentials, maybe is assigned with a console password, and other things also. Each and everything can be examined. Choose the permissions tab and see that I think for user 1, he has given this Amazon EC2 read-only access. Okay, he has given that. We can go through this one. And also for the user groups, maybe S3 support group followed by the permissions tab. You can go through this particular one. S3 group has been given for this particular user. Okay, so and a scenario is given now. So let us add in task 2. Task 1, we have just gone through what we call as how the user resources are created. User 1, user 2, user 3. User 1 wants S3 support, that is read-only S3. User 2 wants, this is the scenario, EC2 support, that is read-only access to Amazon EC2. User 3 wants EC2 admin, view, start Amazon EC2, that is not only read-only, read, write of EC2 instances. That's what user 3 is supposed to be. So yeah, add user 1 to S3 support. So we will learn about that. And user 2 for EC2 support, user 3 for EC2 admin group, right? And also sign in and test users, task 3. So once this is done, I think this is the lab. This is the lab. Okay, this is complete. So I will just show you. The lab is almost ready for me. Let me start with the task 1. This is task 1. Just click this AWS. This is 92 lab. Okay, I'll also share the recordings of this particular lab. Okay, so once you click this particular one, if you are unable to do now, it's okay. You can do multiple times also. So just understand step by step. That is more important. Even if it takes good amount of time, it's okay. It's okay. So here in the workbench, the instructions are very clear. Services, go to IAM. This is the 5th one. Just go through, just watch this one. Please don't do. You can do later also, because it will take, you need to observe a lot. So go through this IAM, identity and access management, or yeah, security, identity and account. Yeah, in this you have this IAM. Just click over IAM, or you can type IAM in the what we call security in the search bar, and then the IAM should appear. You see this one, as mentioned, there are 3 users already. Just make a note. There are 3 users, 3 groups are there, 4 users, 13 roles, 1 policy, and so and so. Just make a note. So user groups, this user groups are users are same. Groups are same. So users, there are roles also, 13 roles. Policies also are there. Identity providers, no, nothing. There is no identity providers. So now explore these users. Explore these users. You have 3 users which is already pre-created. User 1, user 2, user 3, along with AWS student. Okay, there are 4. So what is his intention now? Yes, I have verified that. Now 7th one is choose user 1 and also the permissions. Just choose this particular one. Okay, you should see, just click that. It will show you the permissions. Okay, you see this one, permissions. There is nothing. Permissions boundary not set, nothing. Generate a policy, add permissions. You see only add permissions, but there are no permissions which is directly attached to you now. Notice that user does not have any permissions. Please watch only now. Later on you can do. Don't do now. Okay. Don't make it in a hurry also now. Go to groups tab. You see this groups. Is there anything this is attached to any group? No. There is no groups which has been. Just explore. So tags. Yes, there is a tag also. Cloud Lab. This is the tag value which is there. Okay. Security credentials. Choose the security credentials. Maybe this one. This is the security credentials. And you can see this one in security credentials is MFA is not assigned, console password is enabled. You can see this password is enabled, console password is assigned to a console password. So in the navigation pane of the left, user groups. So this is what user groups. And of course you have access to it, not much. So we just explored permissions, groups, and security credentials of the user. So here you don't have any security keys also. If you want, you can generate later. Okay, so these all, even password is enabled, only the password is enabled. Go to now, next is user groups. Select this user groups. Okay, so you have 3 user groups, that is groups basically, it's not users, it's groups. Groups means collection of users, 1, 2, 3 like that. Any users can be added into a group. So what is the advantage of the group? You can add permissions to the group, permissions or policies to the group. So whatever users are added, those users will get the same policies are inherited from the user groups, whatever we have assigned. So that is the biggest advantage in this groups. Okay, you need not give individually each and every user. Create a group, attach it. There are 3 users. You can attach the 3 users inside the group and give policies to the group itself directly. So you have admin, you have support, you have S3 group. So choose this EC2 support group. Yeah, EC2 support group. You see this one. Check any members are there or not. There are no members here. There are no users, right? You can see this one. Are there any users? No, there are no users here also. Check this permissions. You can click this permissions. You see this one, any group, any permissions are given? Yes, it is given. There is Amazon EC2 read-only access has been given. For this particular EC2 support, I tell you, just make a note. Just make a note in groups. This particular one, we have given a Amazon EC2 read-only access. Permission is given. See this one, EC2 read-only access is given. So the same thing has been mentioned. Okay. So now let us go through. Expand this policy to view the policy. What exactly this policy contains? This is the policy or permission. Just click that. Previously also we have seen that there is a JSON document. Just click that. It will take some time. Yeah, it's opening in a new tab. This one. Yeah, you can see this one. This is the permission, and you can see a JSON document also, and a detailed. Yeah, it is given. You can ask policy summary or in JSON also. You see this CloudWatch Limited EC2 list, that is read only is given. This policy meaning that EC2 scaling, yes, you have something full. Load balancer only read only. Load balancer V2 read only. If you want, you can view in JSON also. This is how it looks like. Okay, it looks like the same thing. The policy summary, which is shown here. Okay, scroll down to view the policy. So the basic structure of the IAM policy says that effect says that allow or deny permissions. You see this one. There is allow and deny permissions also. Policy uses. Effect says allow or deny the permissions, the policy. Okay. Action specifies the API effect. I think in JSON it is there. In JSON. The permissions, you have all these things in JSON. Yeah, allow. This is their allow, right? Effect, action, and resource. So the same things is explained here. effect, action, and resource. You can understand this one. No need to worry about JSON. That's only a human readable language, but just understand, oh, he's explaining about the so and so. You go through this one, allow, list metrics, allow, okay, describe so and so, allow auto scaling. The same thing is given in the policy summary. Policy summary. Right. So just go through down a little bit more. Now you can see this one, user groups. You can select any next group, S3 group. Okay. So this is easy to support we have seen. S3 support group we see. Here you see in permissions, you have something which is called as S3 read-only access. This has been already attached. If you want to add permissions, you can again click add permissions and then add into this particular group. Okay. So that is one. And last one is expand EC2 admin policy. There is again another group, maybe a support group. I'm sorry, not this one. We spoke about EC2 admin, EC2 support, and S3 support. So EC2 admin policy to give the attached policy. Expand.
Admin we didn't see support and.
Okay. Okay. So
First one.
EC2 admin. So here you can see the permissions. Yeah, EC2 admin policy is there. So the same thing he is mentioning to view the policies. So this is the understanding about the existing scenario. Now we have a business scenario. So here already you know that there are 3 groups which are there. We need to attach user 1 to S3 support, user 2 to EC2 support, user 3 to EC2 support, so that the permissions which are being in aligned with group will be inherited to the users. Okay, so add users to groups. Let us do that. User groups, S3 support group. I just close this one. The first one, I take this groups, user groups, S3 support. So here S3 support, I can say add users. I can say add users, select user 1 and add users. And say user 1. User 1 needs to be given to, you see this one, user 1 needs to be given to S3 support. Same thing. So just select that and say add users. So now this user 1 is inherited, is a part of your user group. What is that user group? S3 support group, which has been now become a member. So this has been added member. Similarly, I think we can add for this is EC2 support group user 2. Okay, you see this one, select this particular group, add user, and you can select user 2 and add. Okay, so this has been added. A user can be in multiple groups also, that is also there. So similarly, the third one, which is S3 support group, right? EC2 admin group, user 3 will be added. You add a user, user 3, and say add users. Right. So in this way, we have added the business case is clear. Okay. Now we can sign in and test the users. So here it looks like a similar one in IAM user sign in link. So here, where is that? Choose the dashboard. Yeah, this one. This is your account, federated user, work labs. This is there something. This is your account ID. What did he mention? Navigation pane left, choose the dashboard. IAM user sign in link is displayed. Where is that?
Like there will be different links for login, right?
Ah, that's what.
Yeah.
He has. Yeah, go to dashboard. Yeah. Yeah, here. You see this one? Yeah, this is what he means to say. In account HTTPS is there. Just copy that link. Right, this is the one with your user ID, sign in dot so and so, so and so. Okay, I will do that. Maybe open in a private window. He's saying that open in a cognito window. Okay, I'll just open this particular one. Say Control V, the console. This is a new user which I have created. So this is IAM user. It's not your root user. So his account ID is there. So user account is user 1, user -1 or user 1. Okay. User -1. and the password is already assigned, that is lab-password1. Okay, user-1. I'll try to sign in. Okay, lab password. Just to sign in. Let me see. Yeah, I'm able to successfully sign in. But here, what is the permission which I have assigned? For user 1, we have given only S3 support, that to read only. For EC2 and all these things, we have not given. You can verify that and test users. Okay, so here I have done. Maybe you can see this particular one, user 1, I have done this 35. Go to services and say EC2. Let me try to do, you are not authorized, you will get that message. Let me see that. In services, go to EC2 or type EC2 here itself. Go to EC2, try to launch an EC2 or even go to the dashboard itself. It will straight away refuse. You are not authorized to perform this operation. You can see this one. If you try anything higher than this one also launch, it will say straight away refuse. Okay, just say select, go proceed. An error occurred. While selecting and proceed, it said error occurred. But whereas when I go to S3, I have given permissions to that S3. Let me see, S3 read only. You select that, S3 read only. I can view the buckets. Yeah, I have a bucket here. I can view the buckets. I may not be able to create the bucket, but I can view the buckets. Okay, I'll just say, try to create a bucket. I may not be able to do it. Fail to create a bucket. You can see this one. Fail to create. It will not create, but it will list the buckets. So that is the permission which you have given. You can see this one. So what is the permission which you have given? For user 1, read only access to S3. We are able to view the contents inside the bucket. So that is what the exercise means to be. Yes, we did this particular one. And yes, you can go to user 2 also, sign in as user 2 and lab password EC2. So then let me see what will happen. Okay, let me see what it will happen. I think there is one EC2 also. Let us try to manage that. So I'll just sign out and log in as user -2. I think I should have given this particular one, not this. This one, this is my URL. This contains account ID. Yeah. User-2 lab-ASSWRD. I think lab password, I think. Oh, lab-password2. This is sign. So I'm now signed into what we call as EC2. Okay, into user 2. So let me go to the EC2. Let me do, but remember EC2 is only read only. You can view the instances, but you cannot do anything which is there beyond that. Yeah, I'm into the EC2 dashboard. I can see instances running. No matching instances are there running. Let me see instances. You are now able to see EC2 because you are read-only permissions. However, you will not make any changes. If you cannot, your region may be incorrect. Change it to Oregon. Let me see. Yeah, North Virginia is there. I will change it to Oregon. Probably one instance is created for you. This is how you change the regions. Just click the region and select your region whichever you want. So every region has its own infrastructure. Region is nothing but like your data. Yeah, now you can see the Now you can see this particular one, right? The instance. If you want to do some activities, this only read-only access has been given. So if you are trying to stop the instance, it will throw a red message like this, red message. Okay, let us see that. Okay, I selected instance state and I can say stop the instance. You see this one, stop the instance. It will fail to stop the instance because it is only read only. Fail to stop the instance. It is a read only. Okay, so what else is left in this lab? That's what which is there. Fail to close, stop the instance window and try to go to S3. You should see that you don't have permissions. Earlier in user one, you could list the buckets. Let us see that. Okay, this is my EC2 instance. I'll say that S3. See this S3. It should not show you even buckets also. You do not have to permissions to list the buckets. All right. In this way, you are totally protected. You are totally protected. You do not have to list the buckets. You similarly, you will sign in as user 3 and you can see this one. Yeah, let me sign in to user 3 and see with this password. Okay. So this is my sign out and try to log in with user 3. I think lab-password-3. I think this is the password. Yeah, lab-password-3. So since this is an administrative group, this one is an administrative group. He can do everything. He can do everything. So not this. Yeah, this is your username, user-3 and password is control V. This is in private window I'm doing as a users. The other window which earlier, that is the root user. Yeah, maybe later. Okay, in EC2, he can list now. He is an admin user. He has more privileges now. He has more privileges now. Let me stop the instance. Let me stop the instance. Earlier, we could not even stop the instance. It was because it was only read only. Now, let me do a stop. Instance running. I select this instance because I have permissions for user 3. Let me see whether I can stop the instance. Yeah, just say stop. Earlier, a big red message has come. Now, the trigger has happened. Successfully stop the instance. See this one, no instance are there. Right? So the instance, close your private window. Yeah, this is your private window. This is your public window. Yes. So I think we learned about user 1, user 2, user 3, user 1 with S3, user 2 with EC2. Both of them read only. User 3 with EC2 full. Full we have given. So we learned about how to assign permissions and how to assign users to groups, etc. So that's all. Congratulations. You have successfully explored this lab. Okay. Yeah, any questions from any members? Once you have done this particular one, you can say end lab. This is the last one which is there. So effectively, you should be able to do within an hour's time. I will share the recording also of this particular lab. Okay. So just remember, this lab is at least minimum of 1 or 2 times is expected from you all. If you still have any questions, just let me know. I think you had gone through a walkthrough. You can do it later also, this exercise.